New fastest lap for
Subfin.
14.2.
14.2s, good grief.
Pit lane speed limit is 35 miles per hour. Car approaching, watch your mirrors.
Outside. Still there. Your outside is clear.
Oh, jeez.
There's a car approaching, watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line. P8.
Car outside.
P9.
You are clear high.
New fastest lap for Atkins, 14.1. That's your quickest lap in this session. That's a new fastest lap for Atkins, 14.1. 8th place. That's your fastest lap. You're now 0.3 off the pace. That was a 14.4. That's your best lap in this session. That puts you 0.2 off the leader's pace. You're currently 0.3 off the pace. You're now 0.3 off the leader's pace. That last lap was a 14.5, P8. There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. That puts you 0.6 off the pace. That lap was a 14.7. That puts you 0.4 off the pace. There's traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors. E9. You're currently 0.5 off the leader's pace. That lap time was 14.6.
Car outside. Clear high.
Watch your mirrors. There's a car approaching. Black flag. We'll need to pit to serve this penalty.
The car high. Clear on the outside.
That lap was a 14.9. That was a 14.7. P9, your lap time was 14.6. You're now 0.6 off the pace. Your last lap time was at 14.7. Okay, Chris, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. You're now 0.8 off the pace. You've just done a 14.9. You've just done a 15.0. That puts you 0.6 off the leader's pace. You're currently 0.4 off the pace. Your lap time was at 14.6. That puts you 0.5 off the pace. You've just done a 14.6. That lap time was 14.8. P10, that lap was a 14.7. Heads up, there's a car rejoining. You're now 0.5 off the pace. Your lap time was 14.7. You're currently 0.6 off the leader's pace. That lap was at 14.7. Tenth position. That was a 14.8.
Car low. Still there. Still there. Clear low.
That puts you 0.9 off the leader's pace.
Car inside. Clear low.
You've just done a 15.4.
Car low. Clear on the inside.
You're currently 1.3 off the pace. Your last lap time was a 15.5. Fastest lap for Ingram, 14.1. You're now 0.7 off the pace.
I'm sorry, I was not paying attention.
You've just done a 15.0.
Hey, Scala, you racing or broadcasting tonight?
Racing as of right now.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Race.
There's your answer.
The guy behind has just done a 14.4.
Race.
Yeah, I think you should take a break from broadcasting and do some racing. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but that's what I think. Race.
I mean, somebody's got to finish last. Telder's not here.
Start looking for your sign. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop on the sign.
Too far forward, back it up, back it up, back it up. Too far forward, back it up, back it up, back it up.
Tires aren't falling off. Alright, well in that case, I'll go back to the other rack and pinion then. What the hell is that? You wanna know what it's like driving an IndyCar around here? Listening to it. Well, I guess nobody's going in the chat, so I'll just go down.
Bang to do that that lap.
There's a streamer
Bunch.
in the house, yes there is. There's a
What?
streamer in the house, yes there is.
Yes sir, yes sir.
What's
Oh,
up,
sorry.
Scala?
I'm here. There's no tire fall off in this car still, is there?
I don't know, man. That's the first time I raised a car since it got released. So
Well,
it's the second time actually.
Well,
I tried it first, and
I'm
that's
still
it.
used to a long run in this car here. That I went up on or went down on the pinion because it goes down. It's a
Oh
more
my
turn.
god! Like PPM are destroying me tonight.
And some reason, I'm just like, okay, I'm running good pace here for a long run. And I look up, tires are not even gone. I'm like, all right. So,
Hey, that's not bad, man.
thank you, Alex.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I know for sure that the car really drive off the right front, and it's like a setup thing because it should drive off the right rear, so it
Right.
will save more the tires. But
It just seems like
I don't
the
know
car
how
no matter what drives the same
those cars
now.
will handle on long runs.
Yeah. I'll
Have you run the next gen a lot, Chris?
A couple times, not much. A couple times, not much.
I'm not a fan yet. I can't get a grasp on it.
Well, I don't think they've done a lot of editing to it. I think it's still the basic car that
Well,
they released. So
They did a little, but it's still a little too arcade. Not enough realistic from what the feel should be like.
yeah, it's
I
my original
think
paint scheme.
personally, that's what I think. But
Yeah, it just seems like though that it just seemed like the longer I went, I'm like, this car's not falling off much. It seems like, so it's just I don't know if the tires are wearing yet in this thing. So if that's the case, then I'm gonna go back to a basic steering and
yeah,
just haul ass instead of trying to save tire.
The guy ahead has just done a 14.3.
can people stop
Blaine,
braking
something
in front
tells
of
me
me?
that you're gonna be a hard one to beat tonight.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors.
Oh man, everyone is dead in the.
Disagree. These cars are great.
Meh, not a fan.
I don't know if I've gotten into clean
There's a car
lanes yet.
approaching. Don't cross the white line.
I may actually
Yeah.
have to excuse myself.
You'll have to say
because I don't
something
know
to
if
old
that is
Telder,
up.
Scala. He got bounced from Lightspeed Racing last night.
Are you
Yeah.
broadcasting?
He,
Are you?
I'm streaming. Yeah. No, he.
Yeah, okay,
Anthony actually messaged me today because he's like,
B12.
if he does that, would he worry about losing anybody else? I said you might want to go talk to Dalton because that's his team.
Okay.
Car low. Clear low.
I mean,
You're currently
He may not have
0.7
caused
off the
the
pace.
wreck.
That lap
He
time
definitely
was
put his car in a
14.8.
situation to make other
Yeah,
people
well, that's
uncomfortable.
the thing.
I won't
If
disagree with
we,
that.
I'm not there, you know, and I wasn't there. I don't know
You're now
what happened
0.6
and
off the
everything,
pace.
but
You've
you
just
know,
done a
week after week
14.7.
we hear about things that happen to him that it's not his fault, but week after week things happen to him. So
I won't go
I
be the
don't
one
know.
that says that.
Hey,
What do you want?
well, I was
I'm
in the-
just messing, man.
No, I'm
Okay,
going to
Chris,
tell you because
there's
I
a
was
car
in the
exits
chat
in the
with
pits.
Sam,
Heads up.
and he can't hear me, but all I can hear is him breathing heavily, and it's making me
Your
uncomfortable.
lap time was at
So,
14.5.
I decided I would leave him alone and come see what you guys were
Well,
talking about.
considering you got the Viagra car, he said.
Car inside.
B12.
Hold your line. I actually forgot I
You're
had
clear
that car
inside.
selected. I meant to actually race in my
That's your
own
best
car.
lap in the session.
Then once I
That
showed up
puts
in the
you
Viagra car, I was like,
0.2
no
off
wait,
the leader's
let's race
pace.
the Viagra car.
Are you feeling any tire wear at all in this thing?
New fastest lap for Parker, 14.1.
The tires wear weird in the next gen. Like I feel like
That
it
lap was
doesn't
at
wear, and then all of a sudden
14.5.
the tires are just gone.
Yeah, because I'm like out here running laps. I'm like, because I was trying to. I'm like to when I run Bristol, I like to set it for a long run. So like, I'm out here just running laps. I'm like, man, they don't feel like you're falling off and on watching you guys fly by me, and I'm like, well, I run this, I'm gonna be a freaking.
You're
snail
now
out here.
0.4 off the pace.
I'm bad at this too. I'm bad at Bristol in general, but
with that car, man, you
Yeah,
don't
that
feel
all-
shit.
yeah, that also. It's both of those things put together. It's a driving
You're
the car
currently
is strange and a
0.6
track I'm
off the
not
leader's
very good at.
pace. That last lap was at 14.7.
It's
Yeah.
weird because, yeah, go.
Well, I was just gonna say I really hope that they update.
That lap
the
time
track
was
ASAP.
14.5.
It's
Oh, yeah,
so much
yeah.
garbage right now.
Well,
I'm sure they're gonna be on neutral soon. Well, they did improve it since like they released it, but they still have a lot of work to do for sure.
That lap was at 14.5.
Yeah. It's a bummer that they didn't leave an official series for the old car for like another season.
Where are y'all finding the most speed at? What line?
Top. Blender slide up. Kind of inner center slide up. Almost a diamond.
Let me go see if Sam is still breathing at me.
I just don't know where they're
Pre-
finding one.
Pretty much a top. The
That
top
puts
is
you
the line you're gonna
0.7
race.
off the pace.
And unfortunately, everyone's gonna wall ride the race. Like at least like that's what I think people's gonna do.
You're currently
Because
0.6
they are
off the leader's
practicing
pace.
it.
That was a
That's a
14.7.
mistake.
I think the next gen car is pretty forgiving to that too.
Yeah. And it's Bristol. Like I mean, a year ago, in official people were doing it.
You got a car outside.
So
That
I
puts you
guess
0.7 off the pace.
it's gonna be a
That
thing.
lap was a
Hopefully, like,
14.7.
people are
Hold your line.
gonna be nice about it and not
Hold your line.
use it at their advantage.
Still there. Clear high.
Your lap
Outside. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. He's still there. He's still there.
That lap time was 14.3.
Clear high.
Damn it! I was about to pull a next gen slide job on Sam.
Car high.
And it worked.
Outside is clear.
Well, I didn't get enough to his front side. I
Car
got
high.
on the end there.
You're now 1.1
Good try now
off the
on
pace.
me.
That was a
Clear high. Car
I
inside.
hate dual pit roads.
Still there. Your inside's clear.
Other right
Or
front is
single
gone,
pit,
man.
I mean.
I don't know how many lap I'm on it, but
You're currently 1.1
car
seconds
really
off the
drives
leader's
too
pace.
hard
That
on
lap
that
was a
restaurant.
15.2.
unfortunately. Yeah, 300.
How you doing
man.
in Cyber
Nice.
Thunder, Blaine?
I'm in the round of 8, but I got fucked at Talladega, and then I kind of went off on the Discord and said how much I hate restrictor plate racing, and Chris got all butthurt about it, saying that I was discounting people who win at restrictor plate races, saying that it takes no skill. But then some other guys like backed me up, and they're like, no, it doesn't take very much skill.
Well, first
So
things
I-
first, it's called super speedway racing now.
Right. And regardless, I kind of caused a little stir in their Discord today.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, they cause a little trouble.
Well, I am a
Well,
little
you know
hurt.
that's why me and Brian left, right?
Yeah, I am. Well, no, I don't know the whole story. I mean, Chris Dean told me a little bit of what happened, but not really.
Basically, it boiled down to Brian and Crank kind of had a few words after the race on private message. And then next thing you know, which you know Brian, he's a little healthy every once in a while.
Is he? Is he? I don't know that.
But basically, Crank and Brian told each other the exact same thing, but Crank worded it a little
Brian,
bit
did I
better
fix
than
it?
Brian
You
did,
wanted me to fix
and Brian got booted.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm probably gonna quit Cyber soon anyway because there's other. I got into a Pro-Am Porsche Cup league on Tuesday and a GT3 league on Thursday, and those are the days that Cyber runs their leagues, and these are like big money leagues with like big broadcasting, and like, I mean, I'm gonna get my ass wiped. I'm gonna be competing for last place, but yeah, I think I would rather do that with my time. Plus, like, yeah, I have there has not to like, I'm not gonna name any names of specific people, but like the admins over there have done some things that have rubbed me the wrong way, and there is better racing. Not that they have a bad racing experience, that I'm not talking down on what they do, but there are better racing experiences out there to be had.
Yeah, if you're not in their little group, you're
Yeah.
you're an outcast big time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, as a new person that just joined the league, like, yeah, you're right.
Well, I'm running their Thursday night Cup Series just because I'm in the final 8 in that as well. But as soon as I get done with that, I think I'm done with Cyber as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the main reason I wanted to run it was actually just to get ideas and see how another league operates. And I took some of the ideas of some of the things I think they do well, and I want to try to implement them here. But I mean, obviously, like the attitude and like sort of like that kind of stuff, yeah, is not gonna be transcending here. But you get what I'm saying, like.
Oh yeah.
just to see like the operations of how another
There's
operation
traffic behind.
works.
Keep your wits about
That
you.
was like my main reason for racing in it, to be honest.
Well, they definitely have their way or highway, and there's
Yeah.
no conversation about it either. I mean, they just make their
I know.
decision and move on.
I got into it with Tom like early in the season about something that we disagreed on over like the caution tracker thing, over a caution that I didn't claim or I did claim, and then I kind of threw it back and I said like, this puts pressure on you to kind of like the penalty is like too harsh to be like last in the whole race. Like this puts pressure on me like while the adrenaline's
That
pumping and
puts
the
you
incident just
0.9
happened
off
to
the
decide
pace.
if I
Your last
want
lap
to
time was a
risk ruining the
14.9.
whole race or not. And then because basically what happened was then I got in an accident like later in the race after I claimed one that maybe I thought wasn't even my fault, and like now I backed
That
myself
lap
into
was
this
a
hole because I was
14.9.
aggressively claiming a caution to avoid your harsh penalty, and now like that's why when I implemented the rule here, I didn't want it to have any like adverse. I didn't want it to like, because like their rule, like I feel like it takes you out
You're
of the
now
race way too much. Like I just want
off
it to
the
be like
pace.
a points
You've
penalty,
just done a
not like
14.7.
you can't race kind of penalty. And I feel like if you don't claim it and then it goes against you and now all of a sudden you finish last, like that's awful. Like I'll take a 6 point, I'll risk a 6 or an 8 point penalty.
You're
or whatever if
currently
I think maybe I
0.5
didn't do
off
it.
the pace.
That's
You've
a way
just done
different
a
scenario than being
14.6.
last in the race all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, I agree. The thing of it is, you got, and I'll just call
Guy
him
behind
out.
has just done a
Crank is a very
14.4.
aggressive
That was
driver.
a
And he
14.6.
causes a lot of wrecks.
Sure, he caused a huge wreck at Talladega from the lead. He was running P2 and he spun P1 in front of the pack, and obviously you can tell what happened after that.
You're now
And
0.5 off the
he
leader's
did
pace.
claim it,
The
but
guy
he
behind
was
has
all
just
like,
done a
I guess
14.4.
you can put that on me. But when you go back on the replay, like, dude, like, the guy went up a lane and you decided to stuff it into when he wasn't really in front of you. Like, you caused that wreck, and then yeah, he kind of
That
did like,
puts you
I guess
0.6
that's my
off the
fault.
pace. Your lap time was
I guess I'm
14.6.
relieved 'cause I can't figure this out.
No, we can't hear you.
I'll still race, but I don't know why it's not working.
You've never sounded better, Sam.
That lap time was 14.6.
But yeah, when Brian and Crank kind of got into it, I mean, Crank flat told Brian that he wasn't giving him any room on the track, wasn't doing anything. That, you know,
That
I
last
mean, it
lap
just
was
got real ugly.
14.6.
And then next thing you know, Brian's gone.
Yeah, and that's not like the right way to handle something either. Like a disagreement shouldn't end in that either, right?
Yeah, and then when they did that, they banned Brian. And they
You're
cut off
currently
communication
0.5 off the
so
pace.
I tried to reach out to Tom a little bit and be like, "Hey Tom, can you explain?"
Because
to me?
they tried after it happened, they tried to control the
I want him
narrative.
removed from the league this second,
Yeah,
please.
so I mean, I was trying to be very polite and cordial, and hey, can you give me an explanation for this? And all he would do was copy and paste the rule book, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Tom, is there a difference between telling somebody that they're going to wreck them in a nice way or saying, hey, I'm going to fuck you up? I mean, what's the
Right.
difference?
Well, and at the end of the day, like, and that's why we tried to put more rules into this league, because at the end of the day, we want rules to keep people from doing stupid things and to keep that in check, but we don't want rules that exclude people from participating. So, like, that's the difference. Because, like, I do feel like and I also feel like they have this, like, mentality, like, well, don't race here then. Like, they're not trying to be inclusive, they're, like, actively being exclusive.
Oh, yeah, I agree 100%.
There's traffic behind. Take care.
And, like, I don't like that either. They should be inclusive. You should be creating a community where people want to come to your community, not like well, if you don't like us, just don't come here.
Well, at the very least, have a conversation. Don't just post a rule in a message and say you're done.
Yeah.
P13. Watch your speed.
Yeah, it was dumb. I mean, that's dumb. But I mean, I didn't hear that whole story, but that doesn't surprise me. But Chris is a little bit. Chris didn't give me exactly that story, because I mean, he told me that Brian
Take
and
care,
Crank
there's
got
a car
into
approaching.
it, obviously.
Really glad they're not going with this pack.
But he didn't specifically tell me like all of that stuff, because he's like close with those guys, right? Like he is in their inner circle.
Oh, yeah, he is.
How could you going with everyone? The higher horsepower one? Yeah, everywhere except for the super speedways in Atlanta.
I just tried to be cordial about it and just bow out gracefully when I said that. message or whatever on the Discord, because I ain't gonna throw shit at nobody. But damn, they could have done better.
You've just done a 14.9.
Yeah, plus at the end of the day, there's lots of places to participate in iRacing, right? You don't need to do it there.
Yeah, there is a lot of places to run.
That lap time was 14.8.
Kicked out of all of them.
13th place.
Fewer and fewer.
Shut your mouth, dog.
They told her.
Shut your mouth.
Well,
That was a 14.6.
you're not running Thundershock, man?
Yeah, I am.
So what are you doing?
There's like 2 minutes to fall, so.
Oh, okay.
And I already hate this track, so I'm not running more laps than I.
What track are you doing?
Stafford.
That puts
did some
you
IMSAT walking
0.4
run
off
this
the
week?
leader's pace.
I have
You've just
not
done a
done that yet.
14.5.
Oh my god, it's so fun.
The only road I've done, it was Indy IR18 at Spa last night.
Oh, I thought about giving that
You're
a
now
go.
0.4 off the pace. That lap was a
But-
14.5.
I was in top split. It sucked.
I did, Sam, we can hear
I
you.
don't know why it's not working in Discord.
Sam, check your Discord output setting, make sure it's on the right mic or whatever.
It is.
Oh, no, sorry. I did Formula Renault 2.0 at Red Bull Ring, which was also super fun.
I don't have that car actually. It's one of the few road cars I don't have.
Yeah, I did a bunch of. I decided I wanted to try open wheel racing to lower my I rating so I can win some sports car races. Because like I'm at this like weird I rating where like I can't beat the aliens, but like I wind
That
up in
puts
top
you
split
0.4
anyway.
off the leader's
Yeah,
pace.
every time.
Yeah. Like last night I was
Car
in
outside.
the GTD strength of field was 4100 and I'm 2.5K.
Hold your line.
Like, I mean I beat
Clear
the people
outside.
who crashed and like I was racing like there was a couple other guys like around my
You're
I
now
rating like the back
0.4
like the
off the
worst 3
pace.
guys in the
That lap
race.
was
But
a
like
14.5.
so yeah, I think I want to actually like lower my I rating. So doing something that I'm bad at will lower it.
Right.
So-
So like I was the 17 car out of 17 cars.
That's
And
perfect. I love it when that happens.
I'm like a 1400 in road.
I tell you,
The top 2 was like a 6600 and a 5800,
Yeah.
and there was like
Yeah,
5
fuck.
4000s in there. I'm like, well, the top half of the field's all over 4000, and I'm like, the strength of field I think was like 3400, and I'm like, I'm over here at 1390, going.
Well, so
Well,
that's
this is
why I
gonna
picked
go well.
That's why I picked the Formula Renault 2.0 because out of all the other than the Skippy, which is way too slow for what I want, the Formula Renault is the only slow one that like goes multiple splits and has lots of participation. And I think it's because it's open setup, and the setup for the USF 2000 is so pushy that it just fucking sucks, so nobody races it. And the Renault has at least a little bit more power and full wings, so it has good aero, so it is a considerable amount faster than that car too.
The IP2K is a fun car too, so.
Which
in my
one?
opinion, the IP2K.
Which I actually like.
The Indy Pro.
That one, so that is faster than the Renault 2.0 by a little bit. That one is a little bit faster.
That's the end of the session. P13.
The Indy Pro 2000 is like in between the Renault 2.0 and the Formula 3.
Gotcha.
The Formula 3 is a little bit faster.
I like the F3 car too.
So if you were going to get into open wheel, what would be the thing to get into as a complete rookie?
Well, if you want to do road courses and ovals, get the Indy Pro 2000 because that one runs road courses and ovals. So if you want to do like the IndyCar Junior car, that I would get the Indy Pro 2000 because yeah, then you'll run like Phoenix Oval, Charlotte Oval, but also like Watkins Glen.
All clear on pit exit. All right, Chris. We've got 2 laps to get the job done.
You should go more with the
USF.
USF first because the IP2K is really tricky to learn to drive.
Yeah,
if
I
you
agree
start
with
from,
that.
because I remember we did jump on it and
It is a
it's
very
really,
tricky car to drive.
yeah, it's really tail happy. It's really tail happy, and you have to have a tail happy car, otherwise you're slow.
But does the USF 2000 run ovals also or no?
No.
Are you
no, it's all
sure?
road. Oh wait, they do sometimes. They
Yeah,
run,
yeah,
like,
because-
That's a new
yeah,
fastest lap for
I have 2 wins
Atkins.
in that at
14.6.
USA.
Yeah,
Looks like
exactly.
you're clear on the pit exit.
But they are D
Fastest lap
license,
for
so you have
Parker,
the USF
14.4.
are D, so no
Yeah,
caution
and then
at all
the
on
IP2K is
ovals,
C.
and IP2K is C.
So is F3.
But it's a fun car, not super popular, but it's a fun car.
Yeah, but that's why I got the. I mean, I wanted to road race open wheel cars. If I'm gonna oval race, I'll go all the way to the big boy Indy car at this point for open
Scott,
wheel.
I'm not here. He's being quiet.
Figured he'd give me shit.
Some of us are trying to Ford Focus and qualify. Thank you, asshole.
Alright, you got your meatballs and flour ready too?
Don't worry, out the front of 14-8, jackass. Let's go wreck somebody else at a restricted play race.
I didn't wreck anybody last night. I was wrecked both times.
I know you took your teammates 3 wide twice.
Well, this is
You
Matthew.
guys wanted to run in line. We were there to race.
Well, dude, just a little message on the headset that says, "Hey, I'm coming by."
Yeah, maybe your teammates are chirping you.
Okay, so I'm
No,
here now.
I seen
Hey,
Felder
hey,
coming
hey.
up the middle of the pack, and I just moved over.
So did half the field because they saw you was coming.
I'm here now, and how do we end up with 2 extra teammates tonight?
Well,
We're the cool kids, man. That's all I can
Yeah.
say.
yeah.
I
pretty much.
reckon. Hey, man, it's nice to have you guys.
I need to check my FedEx tracking info.
Hope it got thrown in a fucking lake.
It probably did.
Hey, by the way, Jason, what do you think about the scheme?
Oh, it's in Perrysburg, Ohio now.
Oh man, the truck schemes look awesome. I really appreciate it.
So tell me how this thing's supposed to get from Perrysburg, Ohio to Grand Rapids, Michigan by tomorrow.
But I still have like to put a little bit of some stickers on the side and on the trunk, but otherwise, like I think it's pretty cool like that. Like with the mostly, I think the white front end is better than the black front end, but both are kind of cool.
The good news is seeing these laps are running. At least I know I'm competitive because I was running 3s, 4s, and 5s all at practice. So
Yeah, I really like the white front end. I like the black too. I'll probably just run a day truck and a night truck or something. Run them both.
And if you want the same font number, I can give it to you. I have it on not Trading Paint. I have it on iRacing.
Yeah,
Beta,
probably hasn't even started mine yet.
since you're using the non-custom numbers.
Yeah, either way, I don't care. I don't mind my custom number or my non-custom whatever that I run.
Yeah.
Damn, probably hasn't even started mine yet.
I know on your past truck you had different stickers like on the rear panel, on the trunk too, like Costa and Remington. Do you still want those or?
Let me think about that. I may want to change that up.
Yeah, no stress. Just keep me updated about it because I'm gonna.
I just put my headset back on, but keep in mind with the new rules, you can't have trademarked logos unless you have permission anymore.
That's what I thought.
So I'm assuming that Remington
Well,
is a trademarked logo.
No, that's my dog's name.
Oh, if it's just like that, text in like whatever font, then yeah, you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is.
So, like, can I spell Budweiser as long as it's not in the Budweiser font?
Yes, you
That's
can.
the end of the
if you
session.
do it in
P11.
like impact font or like whatever, then yes, you can. That's not
So
a trademark logo.
as long as we don't replicate the logo or the
Yes.
font or any of that stuff.
Well, parody logos are okay. Like Drift's Burger King logo
Yeah.
that says Drift King instead of Burger King. That's also okay because it's altered enough that it's not trademark infringement. It just has to be altered enough to not be identifiably as different. It obviously the same letters arranged in the word Budweiser is not trademarked. The way the text looks is what's
Yeah.
trademarked.
Yeah.
But that rule was there since ever, I think. No.
Well, technically it is a rule, but like in like trading paints even or for iRacing, but nobody really adheres to it. But Travis is extra paranoid about like I mean for me
Qualified, I didn't realize.
nobody.
What is the whole reason for it anyway?
It's
So
just
because the league is becoming a legal entity because they changed
okay,
the
for the
rules
league.
that when you accept money, it used to be you could accept $5,000 for your side hustle and you didn't have to claim it for taxes. In 2022, that's changing to $600.
Yeah, but he's
So-
not accepting it. He's technically just holding it. He's
That's
not
not how,
accepting anything because he's
that's
not
not how it
making
works.
Hey,
That's
that's
not
not
how it
how
works.
the winter.
That's
how it
how
works.
fantasy
brought
football
together.
get away with it.
$600. They won't be able to anymore under the new law.
Paint. Beyond that, let's have
Because my buddy said he had looked into that too. Because
No, but the thing is like a fantasy football league is so off the radar. Like our
Track
races
temp
are
is
broadcast,
81
we're actively
Fahrenheit,
recruiting
B11.
members. A fantasy football league is the same 12 guys year in and year out. They're not very susceptible to any of this kind of stuff, right? Nobody's gonna rat them
Follow
out.
car number
But
8 in the
and
outside
I
column.
still think Travis is over paranoid about it, but
Yes.
he's just worried because the league is out in the public.
You
It's
got it, buddy.
broadcasted on YouTube. You know, we
Catch up to
recruit
car
on
number
Facebook
8.
and other platforms to get new members. So like random people could find out about it, and so that's what he's worried about. So yeah, like your local, like your bowling buddies and like your fantasy football league, like yeah, they're not broadcasting it on YouTube, so like nobody's ever gonna find out about
But
that
couldn't
shit.
he create just a GLSR generic like PayPal or something like that, where nobody's technically receiving it, and then it would counter all that?
Because it's the, I mean, like they're gonna talk about this more in the next like town hall meeting that'll be open to get the info out. There'll be like a PowerPoint deck and everything, but it's because like the plan for the league like over the next like 2 years is to like grow beyond just what the trucks have and to make our footprint in the sim race community bigger. And so that's why he's doing this now, so that as the growth happens, like this stuff is already taken care of.
Skier?
It seems weird, in my opinion. Like I feel like there's ways around it.
There is,
Just
but
that-
Travis is not the person who's going to go around it. He's going to do it the right way. That's just the
Okay,
person
Chris,
he is.
get
right?
ready.
You can always conturn laws and everything, but
So
Go,
and
go,
he
go.
owns the league, so that's how he's doing it.
Because I know like the league that I'm running in, like their counter
Car high.
sister league, right? The league that I'm running the race in right now.
Clear
Their
outside.
quote unquote sister league is
There's a car outside.
so.
having or sponsored by like
Clear
Southern
outside.
Racing and stuff like that, and Valvoline and everything. And like they're giving like their prizes for like winning the league are like
E10.
$1,200 sim rigs and shit like that.
I mean, well, the thing is, the law doesn't go in effect until January, so everything that's been operating has
inside.
been fine.
Clear
'Cause
inside.
You can
Well,
go.
this just started like 2 weeks ago too, so.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, like Travis
The
is
leader is
also
just done,
erring on like the
14.7.
side of
Car in front
caution
is
with
just
this. Like
posted.
he's
Carlo,
not
10th
taking,
position.
you know,
Your
like
lap time
you
was
are
at
right. You
14.8.
probably can find workarounds
The guy
and
behind
find
is
ways
just
for
done
nobody
at
to find
14
out.
points.
Like
Clear
you're
down
not
low.
wrong, but like that's just not how Travis is.
Get a car on your
Well, yeah, but
outside.
I'm saying you basically
Your
like you can
fastest
set up
lap for
PayPal up
You're
as
clear
the
outside.
league
B11.
PayPal
The
page.
guy behind
know,
is just done at
yes,
14
you're-
point.
Car on the high side.
Yes,
The
you're
guy in
not
front is
wrong. I'm
just done at
telling you that. That's just not the
14.6.
way Travis is going to do
Hold
it.
that line. He's still there.
Watch out, watch out,
Clear
watch
high.
out.
The leader's just done
That's
at
really gonna put a
14.5.
damper on, like,
Fastest lap for
when we
Miller,
do, like, music
14.4.
paints and throwbacks
We're
and
under
stuff
caution.
like that.
It's closed.
Well, throwbacks not so much because you can still like I have like a Jeff Gordon paint, but it says Red Sim Design. It is like a
Yeah,
rainbow
true.
car,
Yeah.
so like the throwbacks are going to be fine. But yeah, I mean, it will affect some of that, but it also gives an opportunity for people to showcase things that are more personal to them.
Right. Yeah. I couldn't hear you at all hardly.
Scala hit me, but it's fine.
You got no damage.
Is this the dual pit road or the single?
Single.
How many sets of tires we got?
2.
I'm gonna go in and get 4 fresh Eagles and some fuel.
Okay, it's all
That
open.
seems like a solid strategy
Yeah,
right
Sam, your
now.
car's clean.
Okie doke.
I have the feeling that people's gonna wreck.
I'll be honest with you, man. So far, I have hated this car, but
Oh, yeah.
I love this car at this racetrack. It drives like the old 2003 season almost.
With a little bit more speed, probably.
Well, that's why I'm hoping that once like most of the tracks have the 670 package and like they kind of get this thing fixed up a little bit, I'm hoping that this car isn't as big of a train wreck as it is at the moment. It has potential to get kind of good, so.
Well,
Yeah,
it's like
this-
everything.
this
People
track
gotta
is-
get
Pace
used
car
to
is
it.
out. Pits are closed.
Sam, you see anything on my right?
I still hate 5 gears
Yeah,
though,
like
man.
12
It's
seconds.
4 gears.
Yeah, I think they did that because they probably just bought an
Yeah.
off-the-shelf
Get
transmission
more
and
ahead of
nobody
you a
makes
little
4
bit.
speeds anymore. That's my guess.
And the other thing is,
No, you look good.
it's easier to shift with the paddle shift, so the extra gear is gonna make the restart easier.
Yeah, and getting on and off pit road.
Oh yeah, all of that.
Dude, because
Chris,
I've
get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
I used to. It's a weird connection, but I used to know this chick that worked for a company called Pro Sports Marketing, and she represented Sharpie when they used to sponsor Kurt Busch, and so I got like a ton of like hot paddock passes and shit, and like they have to drive around the garage like a million miles an hour because their first gears are so tall. Like if they're in gear, they're going like 40 miles an hour, and like yeah, but it creates like that Kyle Busch incident where he like hit those like almost hit those people or whatever. Like I kind of have some sympathy for him because these cars are very hard to drive at like a slow speed.
Yep. Thank you.
Green, green, green. Let's go.
Watch out for the wheel spin in first gear.
P10.
There's a car inside. You've got a car inside. He's still there.
I did earlier.
Still there. Clear on the low side. Car low. Clear low.
P9.
I wasn't as lucky. I got like 50 seconds of damage off mine. I am not good at this track.
That's a new fastest lap for Ingram, 14.4.
Car low.
This car does have a lot of on throttle time for it being Bristol.
Still there.
A lot.
Still there.
It's almost like
New
driving
fastest
an
lap for
IndyCar on
Ingram,
a normal.
14.3.
Like.
Your lap time was 14.7.
Well, this car is like slow motion IndyCar.
Still there. Hold your line.
I remember when they released
line.
it like the first week.
It even was more slow
Still
motion
there.
IndyCar back then.
Yeah,
just
it
done
was
14.7.
crazy. Like
Still there.
P9.
it was just stupid how like
Still there.
it really felt like an IndyCar.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
That was my fault.
Oh, pace car, backstretch. Oh, someone is parked.
I think my car might be broken.
No, I
Definitely.
run the same scheme for my spin stamp one. Yeah, I want to be a bit more patient.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
Jason, did you touch old Drift when you got in the corner right there?
I don't know if I touched him or if I jerked the
It was
wheel or
close,
what, but it
man.
was close. I know.
Oh yeah, there was like an inch or two max in between both cars.
Yeah, next thing I know, I had a windshield full of him. I never touched him, but Lord have mercy, is all I could do not to run over him.
Yeah, I was super stressed when I was beside him, when I saw like what happened in between Jason and him. So I was like, oh Jesus, just take your time. And it's
I'm still getting used to the speed on restarts.
Oh,
through
yeah.
the corners. It's
man,
weird.
yeah, it's really weird. The car is
Pace
still
car is
so
out.
weird.
Pits are closed.
I'm not used to that car at all. Actually, that's the second time I race that car. So every time I'm in the situation, I'm like, oh Jesus, just be careful with it. I almost spun the car 3 times on the last restarts. So, I mean,
Let's get this race over.
I don't know how that car handle when you touch the apron here. I don't know like how that car handle on the restart, like going in or off the first corner, because you don't have the same amount of speed. So it's probably way easier to spin the car on the restarts, going off turn 2, by example.
Pace car's in this lap.
Blaine, did you hold off on using your fast repair too?
Yep. Saving it for a meatball.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, going like kicker, right?
Green flag.
We're clear inside.
P7.
Well, you know you're getting fucked by the guy in second spot.
That last lap was a 15.3.
Carlo, clear inside.
Oh.
Carlo. Hold that line. The low side is clear.
That's a new fastest lap for
Subfin.
14.3.
On the low side. Hold your line. Clear on the
I
inside.
have the feeling that people
There's a car on
ride
the low
the
side.
bottom way too hard right now.
Still there.
Up front at least.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear on the inside.
P6.
Watch out, front stretch, watch out, front stretch.
Outside.
Watch out,
Clear
front
high.
stretch.
Just turn around.
P5.
Yeah, I saw that.
We're under caution.
Overcorrected.
Pits are closed.
When I saw him going left, I just hoped
Pit
for
lane
you.
speed limit is 35 miles per
Well,
hour.
Man, this is intense as shit.
Oh,
Always
it
having
is.
fun up there with you
Oh,
guys.
it is.
I
It's
think we
crazy.
needed more than one fast repair.
Someone is dead up front.
I was gaining on Dylan right there. But I don't know if I could get around him. If I did, it'd have to be the high side.
Yeah, just take your time. He's riding like the bottom super hard. If we can have a longer run than 5 or 10 laps, the tire temp, if you run the bottom of the track, goes up super high on the right front. And when it's reached 300
It's open.
Fahrenheit on that car, it's like if your tire were 50% on tire wear. So
So in case you don't survive this race, I'd like to remind you that after this, we will be doing Formula V's here for only 25 laps, and you'll be pleased to hear I turned the damage off. So
Look out for the pit speed limit. Okay, Chris, we'll fill you to the end.
That sounds like a blast.
That
Glass
actually does
behind
sound
is pitting now.
honest. You should be able to go 3 wide with the Formula V's at Bristol.
well, we were doing 3 wides and supers here, so I guess it's doable in Formula V.
Yes, it definitely is then.
And probably like even a 4 wide. But yeah. Ooh. I don't know.
All right, stop right
You
there.
probably could go
Perfect.
4 wide in the V here. It's in a very narrow car.
I wonder how it feels though on a track like that. With the speed it's gonna carry in the corner and with all the lateral force
Yeah,
without any downforce.
I've never even driven it before, so I have no idea how it's gonna be.
I drive it once on road course.
Oh, I mean,
and
I've driven
didn't-
on road. Yeah, I've driven on road
Yeah.
courses, I mean, but I've never even driven on
Full
like
course
any
yellow.
oval
Pits are
ever.
open.
I
looks
guess
good
it's
to me.
gonna have the same behavior than on the road, but with greater speed.
Yeah, you look good, at least according to what I can see.
Okay, thanks.
At first, I was actually super against like the legal thing because I didn't want to lose like the trademark logos. But then I went back and looked at everybody's trucks, and like most people already had like their team logos and shit on their trucks anyway.
Yeah, most of the time. Well, right now I don't know in the
Okay,
past,
Chris,
but right
get
now
ready.
everyone
Race will
has
resume
their
at the end of this
custom
lap.
paint scheme with like custom logos and everything. So theoretically,
Or
most
like if I
guys
wanted to
can be
put the Costa back on my truck, I'd have to do something different.
Yep.
The which one?
Costa sunglasses is what I had on my truck.
I mean, unless you like get a hold of them and say, "Hey, can I use your logo?" Like a lot of smaller companies, like yeah, Coca-Cola is never gonna say use my logo, but a lot of companies that like are even medium sized are gonna be like, okay.
Green flag.
Commit to the outside.
10th
You
position.
can commit
outside.
really
Okay,
harder
he's leading the
Jaden,
race.
on the outside line.
He's still there. Still there. Outside's clear. Car high. You're clear on the high side.
P11.
High side. Clear outside. Car
Talk about
outside.
cutting a man off, Brian. Damn.
Clear outside. There's a car
Well, you
outside.
didn't go, Jason.
Still there.
Yeah, I'm talking about cutting up in front of me. I had to
He's
almost
still
hit the
there.
brakes.
Your last lap time was at 14.6.
That's because
He's
you
still there.
weren't fast enough to be ahead of him.
Nobody asked
Clear
you,
up high.
I really thought you had a chance to get Dylan on that restart. You were side by side going in turn 1.
P10. You've just done a
I wasn't
14.7.
comfortable on the high side yet.
Yeah, so I saw that. I was like half throttle and I was like, come on man, you can send it in there.
Alright, Chris, the next car is Drift.
Car on the low side. Inside's clear. Inside. Hold your line. Your inside's clear.
You have
That lap was at
GW on your
14.7.
bumper,
Car low.
man.
Still there. You clear on the inside. You've got a car on your inside. Hold your line. Your inside's clear. Car inside.
P9. That was 14.8.
Clear low.
We're under
I
caution.
think it's gonna
It's
be
closed.
time for a little pit stop here. 82 laps. 82 laps. Gonna take
No
a
worries,
little
worries,
bit
man.
of fuel. I think I'm gonna pit, man.
My bad, I don't
Me
driving
too.
that corner there, 14.
By the way, remember guys, it's a single pit road.
I don't know who the hell set
Yeah,
this up as
apologies if I'm
single
holding
pit
anyone
road,
up.
but damn.
Well, someone did enter pit road right now.
Oh no, I'm just as slow as you did.
No,
I was just throwing a jab at Blaine.
Blaine,
on
if
it.
you don't pass.
I just
Full
set it
course
up
yellow.
as single
It's
pit
alright.
road because that's like what
that's
like what we'd use for like the big a big field. I didn't think that this was only going to be like one pit road's worth of cars. Like it just didn't dawn on me.
Well, yeah. No, but it's good, man. I mean, it's totally fine.
I'm just giving you hell, Blaine.
No, I know. I mean, I actually thought of it after I like was in the session. I was like, "Fuck, there's only gonna be like 20 of us. I should have just done dual pit roads so we could just drive down one side."
For some reason, Sean didn't get the memo because he entered pit road from turn 4.
I mean, it says single pit road Bristol when you load the track in.
Well, you see also the blue line on the ground.
Yeah, that also. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good cue right there.
There's a blue line.
Yep. Instead of the white line, At the bottom of the track, there's a blue line all around the track.
The fact that Sam's gullible enough to actually believe I asked that.
Huh?
He's saying it was not a legit question.
Okay.
Pits are open.
Didn't heard my spotter was talking a little too loud. Oh, fuck. Watch out, Brian.
We're under caution. It's closed.
Well, I have some issue with my pedals right now. I'm gonna park it low right there. Give me a second.
Fuck.
I'm coming. 2 seconds.
It's
Hey,
still
Captain, you driving a 5 car?
Yeah.
10-4. It says 200, but
It's both. It's both. It's the 200 and it's the 5.
Pace car's coming in this lap.
Oh fuck, man! I will not be able to set it.
why is it telling me outside and I'm 7th?
I don't know.
Maybe didn't update right.
Now it's telling me to let the... What? Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. This is all jacked up.
Just don't hit
Maybe someone pitted like right before we passed the start finish, so it didn't update.
Yeah,
the
something like
number
that, yeah.
probably. Remember, those guys have all their tires
flag.
ahead.
There's a car inside.
P4. The next car is glass.
Hold your line. Low side's clear. You got a car on the low side. Hold your line. The low side is clear.
Do your thing, Brian.
P3. The gap.
There's a car inside.
That lap time was 14.7.
Hold your line. He's still there. You're clear low. Car inside. He's still there. You're clear on the low side. Car inside.
P4. That lap time was
Clear inside. Car inside. Still there. Car low. Hold your line.
P6.
Clear on the inside.
Oh, come on, guys.
Pace car is out.
That
Pits
was
are
actually my
closed.
fault.
Aww.
Sorry guys, that was my fault.
But
Okay.
seriously, that's something we should expect with that car here.
I couldn't help you on that one.
Wow.
Almost halfway, guys.
Are we halfway started or halfway finished?
Almost halfway in the race. By the time it restarts.
But it's like saying,
The answer to your question, Chris, is yes.
Pits are open.
Tire time, Scala?
Yeah, I think so.
The leader, Parker, is pitting.
Just saving them, because I'm sure.
What's your speed limit in the pits? It's fine, you got loads.
So Blaine, what's the story behind the pink truck, man?
So I met my girlfriend because she's like a video game streamer, and that's like her
Start looking
streaming
for your
page. I'm actually gonna move away from it. I mean, I'm still gonna keep pink numbers, but I'm gonna
5,
run like that gray and
4,
purple scheme
3,
mostly now on.
2,
But it was
1.
just like
Stop on the sign.
Too far forward.
I
back
was
it up,
just
back it up,
basically
back it up,
promoting
too far forward,
her,
back-
All right, stop right
putting
there.
her
Perfect.
gaming page like as my sponsor. So it was like her avatar and like her color scheme from her gaming page.
Got you. I always liked it. I thought it was a pretty sweet truck.
I'm still gonna run it a couple times because I have like a pink version of my Season 6 truck, but I think I'm only gonna run it maybe like 4 or 5 times. Most of the time I'll be in the gray one with like my red sim design on the hood. But yes, I still want to keep the pink Angel Pixie truck every once in a while. It's not gonna go away permanently, but it's not gonna be my weekly thing anymore.
I get you.
Hey guys, can we press on pause? I need to
yellow.
send a
Pits are
message.
open. Atkins behind is pitting.
All right, fellas, when we go back green right here, I'm gonna count you down.
Hey Jason, if you park it like that under caution, man, I'm gonna scream at you like Stuffin did a year ago.
My name ain't Stuffin.
What? Stuffin. Oh, you're right.
I like stuff.
Wait, can we
Stuffin.
wait, can we call you Stuffin though? Can that be your nickname? I mean, I know it's not your name.
All right,
but
Chris,
can it be
get
your
ready.
nickname?
Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Hey, man.
You know what? I really thought your name was Stuffin though.
It is now, whether he wants it be or not.
It's all right, fellas. Hell, I love y'all. Anyways, I'm gonna count y'all down.
I think Stuffin's a cool nickname.
I've done a lot of stuffing in my time.
See, there you go. It fits.
If he's the stuff in Dalton's potatoes.
I'll wear it proudly.
Sam's the gravy.
Tell there's the
All right, here we go. 3, 2,
Green,
1,
green, green.
go.
Let's go.
Damn, that happened quicker than I thought.
But I didn't want it to
Car
jump
high,
it,
P11.
High side. Clear high.
P9.
But it's crazy how that car grips quick on restarts.
I think the tires. I don't know if the tires are modeled correctly, but the way the tires are modeled is more like those old Formula One tires where they work for a while and then all of a sudden they just fucking stop working.
Well, what I think is those tires don't like getting heat in them. When you reach a certain temp, that's where it's dead. And theoretically, and that's how the tire model work in iRacing too. It's not really the tread remaining more than the tire temp.
Yeah, absolutely. In road racing, it's that way for 100%.
We're under caution. Pits
Yeah,
are
and
closed. That's
this
half
is what it
distance.
is on
Fuel
oval
levels are
too.
fine.
So I guess that tire is more on that side of the thing too. Like I mean, in practice, once I reach over like 200 something, the right front felt like it was gone. But if you can bring it down after that, a little bit, after that, technically it's fine. So I guess it's all like tire temp management.
I thought that there was enough room.
Yeah, that's how it is with the road tires. Like, all of a sudden you'll be like, oh my god, my tires are dead, but they really have like 95% tire left. You just overcooked them. They're just a million degrees right now.
No. It was so big, I thought from back here.
I go to turn into the corner and misdirect, and I watch Atkins come flying in at like 200. I'm like,
Pits are open.
Classic. I remember Atkins did the same thing when I was wrecking at Charlotte. Almost saved the car, but finished that Atkins was flying 100 feet in the air, and my car was done for the race. So that moment that you knew. Oh damn.
I still cannot figure out the speed going into a corner on a restart.
Pretty much WFO.
Yeah, but I still feel like if I'm WFO coming out of the corner though, I feel like it sticks better than what I'm anticipating as the issue. Or what I'm used to.
I'm just messing with you people.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
What?
Swerving down in front of you. I'm just messing with you.
Does anybody know who this guy is who's talking?
Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
You don't want none of this, Sam.
I got a fast repair. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm starting to say tell
Me
there's
too,
the,
but I'm just trying to
tell
figure out
there's
if I need to use it
cranberries
after
when
that.
it touches it.
I hit the wall so hard, I think my car was airborne.
Pretty sure I'm going to use mine on one of the two guys in front of me. I just don't know which one yet.
I mean, it's obvious. You gotta hit the one on the outside.
I mean, you're right there. Has
We're going green next time by.
You're okay, Sean.
Alright, thanks. Yeah, I think the right front took a pretty good shot, but we'll see how it responds. It should be fine.
By the way,
I have a fast repair,
Kohlhaas
it's okay.
and Dalton, Kohlhaas and Matt.
All right, let's lay back here just a little bit and give more space and where we can make it a surprise.
They might be coming over here.
10-4.
Three, two, one, go.
Green flag. We're racing. 6th place.
Car outside. Clear outside.
Take it to the bottom, man.
Hell, dude, I may not pit again.
I think I will, if we have a caution midway. Because if you don't, you're gonna be, and everyone else do.
Dude, we're 70 laps into 120. We ain't got but 50 to go.
I know, but like the alpha tenths a lap is kind of important at Bristol.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
These cars don't stop.
No, once it's gone a little,
No,
you're gone, man. It's not
Sorry, guys,
even
I
like,
just lost it.
it's not even savable. I tried and
So,
practiced.
all right, what's the strategy? What are we doing?
I'm staying out.
I'm staying out.
I'm gonna pit only if there's like 30 laps left. I mean, yeah, go.
What'd you say, Scala? Kohlhaas and somebody else?
Massey, the
All right.
PepsiCo guys. Because Ira messaged me earlier about any leagues I broadcast for that would be cool to race
Got
on.
like
another
real
night,
light
and I
out
can
effect
do
or
this
something,
one.
and then it just snaps around.
We
Full
do
course
have
yellow.
open
Pits
spots
are
in
open.
season 6, so
These two are pretty good racers.
if you got friends that you want to come race with you, there's openings.
I've got friends in low places.
Ira races on Tuesday nights, right? In the light speed?
Yes. Him and Massey. Massey won the race last night.
Yeah, and he runs second. Who was that jackleg in a damn 69 that busted me in the outside wall with 3 to go? It was the Jimmy Johnson purple
Well,
and
Brandon's.
whatever scheme.
One of them Brandon's. I mean, I know who the one in the 2 was.
Yeah, we know him.
You know the thing that bugs the crap out of me about Telder is that he can actually drive. He just don't have the brain to go with it.
Oh yeah, totally agree.
Hey, Sam,
Wanna
you
make sure I
mess with
mark
the
this
bull,
part.
you gonna get the horn, brother.
Make sure I mark this spot on
But
the
it
stream.
says, it say, be gentle. That's what I'm trying to do
I'm
here.
gonna mark this spot on the stream.
Yeah, you're.
Pits are open.
I love you, dude. I really do.
Perfect.
Hey, man, we're just not teammates. We're brothers.
Trying.
Say something, Skylight, to turn your volume up.
Something.
We're under caution.
All right,
It's
I can hear you
closed.
now.
But what you said about Taylor, totally. That's well, sometimes he do, sometimes he don't.
Yeah, but
And
I mean, you can
not
tell him
enough.
stuff, and you can show him things to help him out, and if he listens, he does really good. And then it's like, as soon as he gets in a race, I mean, it's just like everything that you helped him with just goes out the window.
Hey, he made some
I
moves
don't
last
know-
night that were pretty aggressive.
I don't know how much often you went to a racetrack in your life, but racing in real life, at least on the ovals, it's exactly like that. You're gonna have a couple drivers that they're gonna have a good head over their shoulders, really bright and gonna do the good move, the good moment. And
Okay,
you have
Chris,
the other
get ready.
drivers,
Race
they're
will
just
resume
a
at the end of this
hothead.
lap.
Once they put a helmet, they just see like they have one goal and it's to go up front, no matter what, and they're gonna be a wrecking ball. And I think, unfortunately, Matt is a little bit on that side. But every driver is a good driver at some point when you get some experience. The thing after that make you a better driver is how you're gonna deal with your race.
All right, boys, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Green flag, we're racing.
I was in second gear.
Get a car on the high side. Your outside is clear.
Take it to the bottom, man, on early run.
Dylan just
Are you
took me
alright?
out.
That was a big one.
We need
Still
to let
got
the
your
pace
pass.
car
Watch your
by.
speed. You got plenty of
We
fuel.
need to let the
4.
pace car by.
She's dead.
Still got your fast repair?
Glass, ahead is pitting.
I mean, why do we have to let the pace car by?
I think the caution came down before we played the
out for the
start
pit
finish
speed limit.
line of the first
Watch your
lap, so the
speed.
pace car
You've got
had
loads
to
of
get
fuel.
pit road.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Scala, if I'd have had it done over, man, you remember the All-Star race where me and Taylor battled right there on the last with the... I wish I'd have dumped his ass so bad if I'd have had it done over.
That's all good.
Start looking for your sign.
What?
Just for the
All-Star
hell of
race?
it. He said that is the only
5,
win
4,
that he's had in a league
3,
race.
2, 1.
What? All-Star race.
Stop on the sign.
That short track racing league that we ran at one year, the first year we met you.
Well, we were in SCSL.
Yeah, that's what it was in.
Okay, and what race you won?
The All-Star race at the end of the season.
Oh, it was like Charlotte or something like that.
Rockingham.
Okay, I probably missed that one.
I missed it for sure.
Never won a league race, and I've only ever won 2 official oval races. I've done 350 oval starts, and I've only ever won twice.
Bullshit.
I'm dead serious.
Alright.
There is no way, dude.
I have 2.8k I rating oval, and I've only ever won twice.
Well, it's...
Once in ARCA and once in XFIN.
Oh. Once in ARCA, though. Well, Xfinity is a tough deal. Trucks too, because most of the time with a 2.8 you're gonna be in the top split where a lot of guys know what they are doing. And depending what you're running, I mean,
I only run really trucks and XFIN. That's really all I run.
fix.
I both fixed and open, but I
Okay.
only run. Those are the only 2 cars I drive for oval are trucks and XFIN.
Okay.
All right, here's the deal, fellas. We are, 40, a little less than 40 laps from the finish.
Yeah.
We ain't run a whole lot of green flag laps on these tires.
Yeah, I
Let's
think we're
run
gonna
just as hard as we need to stay in front of them, and then we race it out at the end.
Yeah.
Because, seriously, I may not pit again.
Well, watch out though. GW is really fast.
Yeah, he's loving that high line
I got my head
too,
off
as
on the
usual.
stream. I tried. I ran hard. So.
Well, if I get
thanks for watching,
past,
guys.
I'll go get tires. But until I do, I probably ain't going to go get them.
Him and Dylan both are on my inside. They got tires about 10 laps later than we did.
Well, I got it up to the top 5, guys. Good luck.
Later, man.
Bye. See you, Chris.
Later, guys.